Andy B here at the Gathering in a field near Swindon. This is the Get You Home show with Pure 24/7 Radio on Friday the 21st of June. It's coming up to around 4:15, and so far we've already introduced you to some lovely people who are here exhibiting at the Gathering 2024, including somebody else who's now in front of me, which is Derrick. Hello, Derrick.
Hello there.
So, what's the organisation that you're representing, and have you ever been to the Gathering before?
Oh yes, I've been here since 2016, and the organisation I represent is Jesus the Evidence, which is what we're doing is providing a nice, simple, and concise evidence for Jesus. There's a wealth of historical and rational evidence for Jesus being the Son of God, and what we do is we present that in a one-evening presentation and a booklet which we're giving away here at the Gathering, and there's a website as well, jesustheevidence.com.
So, and this is what I would probably refer to as apologetics. I'm guessing that would be the thing. So, how did you get involved with these? Is this your project? Is it something you've come along to support?
Okay, this is my project, I guess, and I guess I was a resolute agnostic until I discovered the evidence for Jesus, and that, I guess, opened my eyes to the possibility of a relationship with Jesus Christ. And when I became a Christian, I thought, well, gosh, there's plenty of people like me who wander about, think, oh, so it's a very long time ago. You can't be certain that this happened, and so on and so forth. And there's enough evidence for Jesus to make a decision for it being historically accurate, and of course, if it is historically accurate, well, what does that mean for your life and for your future? So, really, the whole purpose of Jesus the Evidence is to allow people to hear the evidence for themselves and to allow them to make their own mind up.
I guess one of the things, just picking on what you said, is that you're saying, well, there's plenty of people that can do this, but actually there may well be other people like you, but actually you are unique, and God wanted to use you. And in a sense, what you're doing is you're bringing your own experience, and you're able to share with us, like, this is me. Okay, maybe I don't stick out in some way that maybe you might think I should, but actually that's the whole point of the gospel of Jesus Christ, is that every single one of us is valuable.
Yes, undoubtedly. Where I got to was I know plenty of people exactly in the same position as I was. I couldn't even get to the position of considering a possibility of a relationship with Jesus Christ until I got this historical and rational evidence sorted out in my head. And so there's plenty of people like me. Come across them all the time. And so I wanted to be able to present the evidence in a nice, easily digestible form, rather than having to look in books and magazines and internet and so on and so forth. It been somewhere concise, and people could easily engage with it.
I think that's the point, isn't it? There is a weight of evidence, but all of us in our own journey, whether we have an experience of God or actually we've made that experience with God, that difference between the two, which is something I've heard so many people talking about. I knew of God, or I went to church, I knew the Bible, but actually there's a man at the center of this, and his name is Jesus Christ. And I'm guessing from what you're saying, that's kind of what I'm hearing from you, that that's sort of a similar experience, that there's this thing, but actually he's a man too.
Yeah. Oh, undoubtedly. Everybody's different, as you said, and everybody comes to faith in their own particular way, everybody comes to faith in a way that is suitable to or compatible with their personality and their life experiences. So, for me, as I say, I was always interested, but I never thought you could actually come to a clear conclusion. So I need to have that evidence, and a very good Christian friend walked with me through all that period, and I did an Alpha course, and that was finally got me over the line, if you like.
Just for my own curiosity, I've read testimonies from such a different people from completely different backgrounds. you talk about this period of time when your friend walked with you and you look at the evidence. How long would it say it took you from, I suppose, the start of that journey to a point at which you said, yeah, actually, I want to follow Jesus?
5 years. I mean, I think probably after about two years, I was getting kind of convinced, but it took me 5 years to actually make a commitment because I'm a bit cussed, you know.
But I think that's about right. 3 to 5 years for me, it seems quite normal. I think, yes, there are people who can have an encounter with God, and it's very Paul on the road to Damascus. Mine wasn't, but for many of us, actually, it's just that day to day, and actually, it's being willing to walk alongside somebody who, at that point, I guess you would have not agreed with your friend, but actually, it's that love, it's that daily walking, and eventually, just like Jesus is walking with people out in Israel and in Jerusalem, actually, there's a difference.
Well, actually, exactly. You know, my friend walked with me, and it took me to Christian events and things he thought I'd be interested in, and all of that helped to move me from where I was to where I am now. So yes, I can't thank him enough, frankly.
And I guess also, what you're doing is providing resources that are more. It's bigger than you. You know, I mean, the gospel is bigger than any of us, but we found with our radio station, one of the things is it started as an idea that we had, and it was quite small, but actually what we're finding is we're creating resources that others can use. So actually, within a few months, we found, this is bigger than us. And that's either terrifying or it's exhilarating and exciting. And we went on the exciting route. So have you had people that have, come back to you and said, thank you, because actually this has transformed my life?
Very much so. I mean, it's usually just a step. It's a step to get them into a position where they think, here, there might be something in this. There might be something in this. This is worthwhile looking at more deeply. And that's undoubtedly people have got to that position. As I say, this thing is it's a presentation. It's a nice, easy thing for a Christian organisation to run as an outreach event, to bring their non-Christian friends, family members along to, and so they can hear the evidence. And of course, that allows the Christian to have a sensible conversation with the person they brought along.
Thank you so much. So if people want to think, I like this Derrick guy, this sounds interesting, how can they get more information about you? I'm presuming you have a website.
So what they can do is they can go on the website, jesusetheevidence.com, and there's the email address is there. If they think this is something that they want to connect with, and they think that this is something maybe useful for their own Christian organisation, just contact us via the email address. We're very interested. We don't charge for these evenings. We just want to have an opportunity to present this evidence to as many people as possible.
Derrick from Jesus the Evidence, thank you so much for your time. It's been a privilege talking to you.
Did you know Pure 24/7 Radio has a shop? Well, we do. You can buy merchandise while supporting the work that we do here. Simply head over to www.pure247radio.org/shop. That's www.pure247radio.org/shop.